One of the best Nike factory outlet finds I ever got was a super underrated silhouette called an 89 Flight. Most of you, if you get caught up in the hypebeast shit, don't know what that is. You know how I know you don't know what that is? Because it came back recently with no fanfare, none. Now, when I got this shoe, I believe I paid about $65. There's currently one colorway on JD Sports, down to about 140. So that's on special. The problem is the colorway I wanted didn't come to Australia. They released some like goofy looking Halloween colorway. They released a Rocker Park colorway. And they released like a white with greyish black colorway, which is the one on special. So to be able to get the OG, I had to use End or ASOS, one of them. And it worked out to be probably a little bit dearer than what it would be in terms of retail, but I just needed the shoe, man. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little comparison from the version that I got from the factory outlet to the version I have today. And there's a few differences, I'm not going to lie. This is the beat up, look at that, version I got from the factory outlet. Now what year was this? 2011. So that's 9 years old. It is well and truly beat. Yeah, I don't even know why I held on to this for so long. I wore this on tour in Melbourne. I wore this on stage in Sydney. I just really like this shoe. Obviously that much. At the time, when I did get it, it was just like, oh, it's cool. That's a cool shoe. You know, got that retro feel. $65. I wasn't, you know, didn't earn that much money. Couldn't just buy crazy shit. Oh, look, it's crumbling. Couldn't just buy crazy shit like I can now. And I just really love this shoe. Get these crumbs off me. But for whatever reason, like, it didn't come back. Now, if you've ever watched the show, we do a segment called What Do You Want to See Retro? And when I initially filmed my episode to be like a bonus thing, this was the shoe I wanted retro. But now it's happened. This is a dead stock pair from 2020. And it's super clean, don't get me wrong. But the quality just isn't there. You can see there's like excess glue here. The material just isn't as nice. The laces are like super thin. It's like a weird super thin lace. They just don't seem like the same sort of shape. These are dead stock. You know, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just not. I'm never going to do that. Unless I'm drunk. But the quality just isn't there. I haven't worn these yet because I wanted to do this video first. I wanted to do the side-by-side comparison. Now, it's not just the quality that's different, but there's also certain paneling. At the top of the collar, instead of being the material, it's a leather. Now that's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong, that may even be an improvement. There's also a perforated leather on the top versus a normal leather. Again, maybe an improvement. You also had the mesh on the tongue versus the leather tongue. Could be an improvement. Like I said, I haven't worn these, so it hasn't really affected me. The material on the inside, however, is this shinier mesh versus the more fluffy, comfortable mesh that you would find in a Jordan 3 Retro. The other noticeable difference, one's blue, one's red. So there's a few different things. Patchwork, shaping, all these types of things. But at the same time, I'm stoked to have a pair again. When I initially shared photos of this, and you know, on my personal Instagram, which is that MITUS bloke, you'll see right here, just right there, that one. Go click on that and subscribe. Some notable people in the hip hop scene, you know, mentioned their affiliation with it. Because as much as there was no fanfare when this came back, it's one of those shoes that, you know, if you know, you know. And I know a lot of resellers like to spout that, but none of you knew. This is a classic shoe for me. I can't even tell you that much of the history behind this. I can't tell you who wore it. I can't tell you anything about it except for the fact one day I went to the Nike factory outlet at Auburn, got it for 65 bucks, and then thrashed it all around Australia performing music. I mean, I don't know the history of these shoes, but that's what Google's for. A quick Google search shows that MJ may not have worn these, but Scottie Pippen did, as well as Reggie Miller and a bunch of other players. So these are battle tested. To some people that matters, other people they just gotta be dope. For me, it's a little all of both. One thing I did find out when Googling these, they came in a bunch of crazy colors. There was one that was more like a tan sort of thing I saw on eBay like a while back, but they wanted crazy prices for it. But in the most recent re-release, there were some insane colorways. There was also some ones that just weren't it. I mean, this isn't good. Also, got the Rocker pair. The history of the Rocker, obviously Fat Joe and Jay-Z, there was a little beef there within that. Prior to that, Fat Joe used to get all types of dope basketball players to play in the off season at Rocker Park in New York. Kobe famously came there and tore it up. Plenty of players that tore it up. This shoe really has nothing to do with that, but for some reason they brought it into that lexicon. Nice little accent right there. Now this has the mesh tongue. This has the mesh around here, and it also has that better material on the inside. It also has the perforated leather. My question is, why doesn't the OG? Regardless, for me, it's a dope shoe. It's something that I would probably rock in summertime, especially this orange joint. And as it does start to warm up, it's something that I will be rocking in summertime with some shorts, everything like that. But again, like I said, it's one of those shoes, if you know, you know. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know if you've ever had a pair of 89 Flights. Let me know if there's anything you want to do a comparison of from a retro to now. And we'll see what we can do. I've been MITUS, this is Creased. Peace.